Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 115. We're currently playing as Kaiser Wilhelm III, the Cruel of the Holy Roman Empire, and he's the son of Kaiser Wilhelm II, who himself was the grandson of Kaiser Wilhelm I. And last episode, I believe, our heir died, so now next in line for the throne is Count Arnulf here of Kempten. He's not bad. Anyway, in my pre-recording checkup and everything, I've noticed that we've got enough to afford that third shock retinue. So that's excellent. And when it becomes safe to do so, because of his army here, I'll send him up to join in Count Feitmar's army. And that'll be good for us. In the meantime though, let's just get things rolling. Guess we better go over the wars. Second Holy Roman Holy War for Tigris. Yeah, it is what it is, you know, no dramas or that sort of stuff. The revolt against the rule of Kaiser Wilhelm the Cruel by the Count of the Duke of Schleswig. It's fine. And a Sunni revolt up here. No big deal. We're also about to go to war with England. I believe we've got a claim on this. Yep, we sure do. Oh, England, is there anything else that I can get off you, considering I'm going to be making a claim? Yeah, why not the Duchy of Kent? Why not? Makes sense to me. Oh, we're in deficit again. That'll fix itself very swiftly. Come on, Pope. Get back to me. Ah, let's attack these places. Get this rebellion over and done with. Okay, Pope's given us the claim. Can we declare war when we have a budget deficit? Nope. We must not be bankrupt. It will of course be a claim, like a press all claims. I'm trying not to abuse the Pope too much. I mean, we could claim all of goddamned England if we wanted to, but I don't want to do that straight up. I want to kind of be reasonable about this sort of thing. Okay, looks like our money has recovered, so it's time for a war with King Bornrad II. Who's his allies? Nobody who matters. Okay, so press all claims. That gives us the County of Castellon down there in Spain and the Duchy of Kent. Oh, looks like there's an armed force here already. But it's an English revolutionary force and it'll die instantly. And raising ships to go to England shouldn't be a very big deal because we've got a lot of coastal provinces up here. But in the meantime, let's go take Castellon. Or we might rampage around a little bit, just capture these things for war score, see how we do. We'll have to take Kent to actually, you know, get a ticking war score going, and that will be important. Give up, Tigris. Nope. Alright. So another good thing about sort of leaving this revolt alone for a little bit is they are taking attrition. Just a little bit, but you know, little bits count. My new, what do you call it, Chancellor improved the relationship with the Mayor of Skane, the Grand Mayor of Skane that is. Yeah, people are joining in on this holy war down here, but really, it's kind of a foregone conclusion. There's tuberculosis in that province there, that's worrying. Oh yeah, I'm just going to attack this place. And I don't see any great English hosts because, well, I guess they're having these two revolts. It is 2 revolts, right? Yep, they have a claim war. They have 2 claim wars. Oh, good on them. Training grounds was built here in Frueli, so when we eventually have the money again, we'll probably go for the upgraded training grounds. Sounds legit to me. Okay, he'll accept that he's lost that war, so we can start moving this force up. Then I think we were going to deal with these guys, because they didn't want to be our vassals. Alright. Get a punch on there. Can't punch on here just yet. Okay, yep, so we won and imprisoned this dude. We could take his stuff off him. No, I'm not going to. He can just stay in jail. I'm fine with that. But let's move all of these guys over to Finn. Or Skane it is. Finn is this one here. And we'll have them come up here and take these 2 remaining counties for us. And then maybe we could look at taking Orkney. We do have de jure claims on all of Orkney, because it's technically part of Norway, and we're the King of Norway now. Okay, we dragged this young lady out of her, well, young lady, she's a newborn, out of her hole, so she can't be ransomed. It's a tough life. Tough life. Alright, let's attack this place and win the war in Tigris. There we go. Yep, we've popped up to 100% war score. That's great. So I will get the Emirate of Tigris. There we go. Lots of stuff here. Right, so let's start divvying it up. Lots of baronies from the look of it. That's good. What kingdom was this part of? Mesopotamia? Oh, where was the actual... Yeah, Baghdad is actually the capital kingdom here. Yeah. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. I'm going to give Tigris to a Littlefinger. But we're just divvying up the secondary holdings. God, look at all these places. 3 baronies in this place. That's amazing. Okay, so Tigris is obviously the duchy capital, and you can check that by going to the de jure duchies tab and mousing over it, and you'll see the tooltip says that it is the duchy capital. That's fine. So I'll give Nazirya here to one of the barons. This guy, because he's content. Very good. And then we're going to find a Littlefinger for the other 3. So instead of typing in all the weird stuff, we just want men who are not in prison, who are adults, and not rulers. And then we just come up here and type in Littlefinger, and that makes things a lot easier for us. I want somebody who isn't the heir to some place. You. Guntram. Good, you'll do. Tigris. Elam. And Alamaria. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing anything. You know what it is. Do we have a truce with the Abbasids? I don't feel like we do. We don't. Right. Okay, here's the good news. We can declare a war for these ones. It must be because the entire duchy is next to us. That's good, because it lets us get into Hashemid lands without the massive supply limit issues here. But before we do that, we've got a rebellion to put down. And you know, a war with England to win. And a whole bunch of RSI-inducing messages to get rid of. Okay, so we just take this place, because, you know, reasons. Great. So that's already given us 18% war score. That's not bad, but we can easily do better than that. Ooh, supply limits are going to be an issue, though. Can we call in Aquitaine? That might help. Nope. Aquitaine doesn't like us because we went to war with him. And he wants some of the stuff that we took. Which, you know, gonna be honest, it's kind of fair enough. So, we're not going to attack these provinces here because they have ridiculously huge supply limits. Instead, this army... Did we have a truce with the Hassan Sultanate? Yep. Sorry, it's been a couple of days since I've actually played. We're just going to march these guys up to Evro. And start the assault on England itself. Okay, so the Stable Master and a Courtier are having issues with their payment. Sure. I tried to be as just as I could, but they still won't speak to each other. Well, their choice. Yeah, so our next war is going to be against the Abbasid Empire here. Despite them having consumption, we can declare it and then attack like these other provinces. And hopefully take them and get some war score from that. But we want to take these two counties here, because then that gives us, you know, the opportunity to expand into the Hashemid Sultanate's coastal areas instead of the duchy area of Nefud. Hitting Basra, Daman, and Oman is much better than hitting Nefud because of the supply limit issue. Which will hopefully be somewhat alleviating in a bit because we're getting really close to upgrading our mill org again. I feel like we should set our Marshal to researching tech. So that's what we've done. Just check to make sure everybody still has a leader in every slot. They sure do. Ah, and the castle town was built in Andex. It's almost time to get rid of Andex. We might get the training grounds and then ditch it. That we should honestly get the training grounds here as well. Ooh, the stables because of light cavalry. But we're going to ditch it so that we can take Istria or something else, basically. Just so that we can get a more linear realm. Or a bigger area when Europa Universalis rolls around. Oh, and just to point this out, here is the anti-pope, the current anti-pope. He's just there because he's a bastard of an old pope. Now, so he's terrible at being a pope. You know, zero learning. He's ambitious. He's a coward. He's arbitrary. He's slothful. He's wrath. He's a mystic. He's a bastard. He's a brilliant strategist. And he's a whore master. He visits brothels to consort with whores. I don't know how else you would, like, where else you would consort with them. I mean, it's kind of a place to go, right? If you want whores, you go to brothel. Registered brothel. Not one of those shifty street corner brothels. Last time I did that. Alright, let's get the training grounds going. Almafrake has converted to the Catholic faith. That was not where our guy is. Our guy is in Madeba, which is this province here, which is still Sunni. It's alright, we're getting there. Getting those conversions going on. Oh, and this battle happened while we weren't looking. It's alright, it was supposed to happen. And we just have to chase these guys down into Tabriz. Which is honestly fine, because we're going to kind of move up there. Oh, you know what? Do we have a truce of Syria? Yeah, for another 7 years. That's irritating, because we could have nagged... nagged? What word am I thinking of? Nabbed. We could have nabbed the Tripoli Duchy. God damn. I'm just all out of words today. Nah, it's pretty much business as usual. Alright, let's just get these things done. End your plots. You won't end my plot. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Oh, how would you like the Princess of Ruthenia? I'm not sure why you can ransom her. I'm not going to imprison him because he's the Grand Master of the Knights Hospitaller and I don't particularly care about what he was doing. Good, so we'll catch that army, hopefully. This guy's complaining, so let's chuck him into your blet. Oh yeah, we'll catch these guys. I mistook June for July. And it looks like the army of Kansar down here is dealing with them anyway. Thanks, I guess? Where are they headed now? Shivan. That's alright. I'll just sort of move up there, hit this place up when we declare on the Abbasids, and it'll all be good. Speaking of everything being good, those armies are united. And I believe that now they could use... Oh, I can't really tell because they haven't reinforced yet. I'll just send them up here in prep. I don't believe I have truces with any of these fellows. Not with him. Not with him. Good. I'll do a little double declaration, seeing as they're right next to each other. There's no point in buggerizing around too much. Alright. Don't see any English armies headed down to Castellon. And we're going to need a fair number of boats. Why are you guys short of retinue? Alright, well let's get you one of those. It was a shock retinue. So we can kind of take our time about that. You know? There is a little bit of annoyance associated with taking the one of the southernmost provinces of England, in that we will only be able to declare war on England for a while. And I'm looking at Cornwall. We do have a claim on Devon for this guy. These guys are Catholic, so we can get claims whenever we want. It's not a huge deal. And we're allies of Scotland, if I remember right. Oh. Maybe. Sunni revolt is over. Wonderful. Now the Byzantines. The Byzantines. I'm gonna have to take Georgia. I mean, really. It's an important part of things. Look, we'll come back to it when we've got all of our armies free, because we do need a sizable amount of dudes to take on Byzantium. We're still at war, England, you know that, right? We're just saying. I'm not raising boats yet, because these guys are going to take forever to get over there. The Pope, in his infinite wisdom, has called for a crusade. Crusade for Andalusia. His Holiness, Pope Severinus II, has been swayed by the cries for help from a Christian population in the Hassan Shardom. He urges all able-bodied men of Europe to take up arms against the evil Shah Hassan II of Hassan Shardom, in order to secure Hassan Shardom from the clutches of the Mohammedan infidels. God will grant the pilgrims remissions of sins in heaven. Deus Vult. So we have a crusade for the kingdom title of Andalusia. So it's this de jure area here. Right? That de jure area there. Alright. Okay. Change of plans. Fuck the English war for a moment. Because we're going to join in. Okay, yep, all help is appreciated, thank you very much. So he'll get back to us in 6 days and let us know that, hey, that's fine. And of course we're going to game this a little bit. A little bit easier to do because, you know, it's just over here. But I think we need to get some dude... Thank you. We actually need to get our guys to the de jure kingdom, not just to the territory held by the Hassan Shardom. So I'm going to wait until we've got dudes in the actual territory. Because we're going to start off just getting cheap war score out here, if we can do that. And the point of doing that is the supply limit. If we take, say, Alberichin here, then Calatiad, it should have a higher supply limit, and then Millennia will, and so on and so forth. And we're still going to do our conquest up here and all that sort of stuff, just, you know, get it out of the way. The drama there, of course, is that the Hassan Shardom are Sunni, which means everybody else can potentially get in on this. So we wanted a holy war for Basra against this guy. We'll just take this place nice and quick, get some war score out of that. All good. It was kind of unexpected. I really didn't expect him to declare a crusade so soon. With the Great Holy War mechanic, or the Crusade mechanic, or the, you know, excuse me, Jihad mechanic, you can only call one in your lifetime, and I believe one every 30 years. So that's what's happened here, because the old Pope finally died. The 30-year timer must have expired. Current Pope isn't looking too good, though. Yeah, we're going to assault through this place. I'm not too worried about this war over here. We're really just using it to kill time until the other armies get into position over in Iberia. Really? You won't accept that? You want control of airbid? You should have control of airbid. Now he'll accept that. Thank you. Stop your devious plotting. Stop it. Stop it now. Oh, we captured a young lady. Yep. And she can be ransomed back. Perfect. Alright, these guys are in position. You, hold vested land. Or telemark, more like. So, yeah, it's mine, bro. Does this guy hold anything else? No, he doesn't. So, yeah, it's a de jure claim on Rogaland as well. Thank you. Yes, of course. Army's still moving into position. Attack that. And you can attack that town as soon as it gets done. Oh, we captured this Bedouin fellow. He could be ransomed. Okay. Well, pressing all sorts of buttons on this mouse and it's just popping up windows everywhere. Tigris got called in. That's alright. Tigris shouldn't have much of an army left. Oh, and those armies up in Scandinavia, I'm just kind of letting them do what they're doing. Oman has converted to the Catholic faith. I mean, I guess I could assault, so yeah, why not? Because once we get that out of the way, well, apart from the whole Norse thing, we shouldn't need an army up there. Now, these are the last two provinces in Scandinavia. Like, mainland Scandinavia. Because the Duchy of Orkney counts as part of Scandinavia. Okay, let's head on down like that. I'm going to ignore Quaswin there because of its slightly lower supply limit, whereas Basra itself has a nice supply limit for us, and they appear to have lost tuberculosis, so that's good. There is still TB in these provinces, so we're just going to have to move through quickly. And it looks like the quick route has been taken. Good. Wonderful, wonderful. Apparently I'm heir to the Duchy of Agra. News to me. Okay. We're not dealing with the whole crusade thing just yet. The Duchy of Azerbaijan has been created, that's fine. How good am I at military stuff? 9 points. Well, I'm not exceptional, but we'll get there. And I already have the Crusader trait, so it'd be my heir that will send off this guy, because we would like him to have the Crusader trait as well. He's only got 2 military though, so we want to be kind of careful with him. He's not very good at what he does. We've got a bit of money here. Can we spend that on anything? Say, training grounds? Weren't we saving up for a university? Oh no, we purchased that, good. Just had this horrible feeling that I was trying to save up and spent all the money. Okay, so we're just going to besiege the Bektashi Order's holdings here, just for a moment, while we let this army catch up. Then we'll head on over to actually participate in the jihad, or the crusade. Whatever you want to call it. The Holy War to end all holy wars except for the ones that will come after it. Alright, how are you guys going? Yeah, come on. Let's just get this finished up here. New Duke in Slyswig. Old one died. It's fine. Okay, that's 100% of this, bro. So he's going to give us that county. I don't want that county. So that normally goes to whoever the Duke of Vestland is. For the purpose of this, it will be this guy. Congratulations, you are now the Count of Telemark. And we'll give him Rogaland here as well once we nab it. Which we'll do quite swiftly, actually. That's not a siege, that's a couple of guys having a party outside the walls. So let's see, the King of Wales and the Queen of Scotland have also joined in on this. It's fine. Don't mind that at all. That should be a huge amount of war score. 14%. It's not great. But we're about to make it great. Excuse me. Alright, all good. Let's get this assault going. Good, good, good. 46%. This guy will not give up until we get to 100%. I say that, but then he gives up. You have nothing else. That's weird. Very weird. Anyway, we've become Count of Rogaland. We don't want to be Count of Rogaland, so we give it away to this lovely Littlefinger guy here. Done. Now, I'm thinking boats. We have a lot of boats. So let's raise up some boats. We need about 200 boats. I'm not really keeping count here, to be honest. We must be getting close now. How many is that? It's 176. A few more. That's probably enough. Sure is. Okay, so we hold down Shift, wasn't it? Nope, must have been Alt. Hold down Alt, and you select all the boats. And then we send them all up at once to Rogaland, and we'll probably use those to just wage this war with England, get it done with quickly. Then we'll send them down to deal with the Crusade. Like, help out with it. Before the Pope gets himself murdered. Oh, we have a lot of prisoners here. From this place. Wonderful. Yep, so now we just send these guys down to Alberichin. Zaragoza would also work and would actually get us contact with another province of England. Oh, you know what? Let's just check them out. We'll send them to Zaragoza. Yep, sounds good to me. Looks like the scourge of tuberculosis has fucked off. Oh, we got a peasant revolt in Kakasalmi. Okay, so good thing we're getting all those boats together, because we'll use that to go and deal with these damned peasants. These damned irritating peasants. Like a rash. Right, and I just want to put my heir in charge of this army here. My heir's name was Arnulf, so let's find Arnulf. There he is. Yeah, so he's terrible at what he does, but that shouldn't matter. Now, one of my courtiers died. I think that was one of my lovers. So if he doesn't get the Crusader trait from dumping him in Zaragoza after a while, we'll take him out, put somebody, you know, who knows what he's doing in, and we'll wait until we're going to get into, like, the de jure kingdom. So these other guys are contributing a little bit. So if it turns out that we don't actually get contribution points, we might head down to Mercia via the coast. You know what, let's actually do that. That'll be a lot easier for us. And we go via the coast because of supply limits. See, the supply limits are all above 20,000, all the way down there. That's fine for us. That removes the guesswork over whether we need our guy to, you know, be in the army or not. Interestingly enough, we'll actually be getting the provinces of Mallorca and Minorca from this crusade, if we are the top contributor, which honestly we should be. I mean, Wales and Scotland have armies here, but, well, come on. Seriously. Just, come on. They're nothing. They are absolutely nothing to us. Who's this guy? Ah, this guy here got involved. Good on him. Okay, that's a warning about having these naval vessels raised for too long. I'm not terribly concerned about it. They'll move quickly enough once we, you know, get them to do their thing. We do need to deal with this peasant rebellion before we send this army anywhere else, though. Just because we've got nobody else nearby. So we're going to land them in Usimia here, and from there they'll attack over. Okay, so there's a bit of attrition here because the Pope moved his armies in. That's a big army. Hopefully it doesn't come at me. Money is flowing through Arborea, wants us to pretend to destroy it. We're not going to do that because the Pisan guy is a buddy. He's a friend. I don't fuck with friends. Unless it's a good kind of fucking. Okay. I feel like we should try build something down here. Yep. The keep. I want to get my numbers in Aquileia up, like my levy numbers, because we're getting rid of Oberbayern, so that'll drop our personal levies by almost 3,000 men. And I don't want any factions going, whoa, he's suddenly weak, when we take like Istria or something like that. That's a danger. Also, 25.3% here. Maybe we should have a feast when we get out of these wars. We'll see about it. That is a big army that I'm actually somewhat concerned about. But they appear to be headed to deal with the Scottish guys, so that's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, they totally are. So the Scottish guys will bleed them with troops, as well as, you know, dying themselves. And that plot. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. This army is finally completing its move. Well, kind of. Okay, these guys are down here now. I just want to keep an eye on him. Because now he's in the Crusade area, so he should ideally get the Crusader trait. The Pope left the Independence faction. It's done almost nothing for their numbers. But he's left it because suddenly he has an epic opinion of me because I'm, you know, crusading, I joined his war, all that business. Come on, Count Arnulf, get the trait. There, he got it. So we're going to move him out of there because he is so pathetic at fighting. I'll put this guy in. And we can stop monitoring Count Arnulf now. We could give it to his brother as well, Wilhelm here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll give it to Wilhelm. This guy. No? Not that guy. God, which Wilhelm is it? Oh. The Spy Master of Kempton. He has 7 Marshal. That's the stat to remember. So let's just find 7 Marshal. Dun, dun, dun. Not seeing him. Is he not an option? He's not actually going to be an option. Yeah, he's not an option because he's spying somewhere for someone. We can't pull him out of that. No problem. Oh, Scotland has a huge advantage over us here because they defeated that army. Or they didn't defeat that army, they got into a big fight. Now, this is worrying. Where are you coming? You're coming to Almera? I don't want to attack into Almera because it's mountainous. So I'm kind of hoping that this army is coming at us to attack us. Okay, now they're headed to La Mancha. Oh, that's really worrying that Scotland has such a large amount of war contribution. Oh, come on, go and attack the Pope. Actually, there's 30,000 guys there now. Wow, that's really worrying, actually. Holy Orders. Holy Orders, where are you? Well, look at that. Raise, raise. Come on down. I'll just join these guys up. Ugh. I can't tell them to go anywhere, but, you know. We'll work on that. You know what? I'm going to give them my personal levy out of Andex. So to raise that, we just do that. Combine them. Ah, I am totally not leading this army, guys. That guy is. These guys are still saying, hey, you know, I'm not going to do that thing. So I'm going to put them in control of that side. You know what? Have a personal levy out of Oberbayern and out of Niederbayern as well. And I swear I am not leading your damned armies for you. I just don't want an army led by people who are incompetent at it. You know? I think that's only enough to ask. Like, it's only fair enough. Oh, a Holy Warrior. Good. They'll get there on the 14th. Now that will cost me money, but not like opinion or anything like that, so that's fine. Oh, can I do that interception? I can totally do that interception. So going to keep an eye out here, because if these guys move to La Mancha, they will not be in any position to reinforce this fight. So we just kind of want to make sure they do move to La Mancha. And they have. And they're going to try to move down into Almansa. They will catch the Pope though, so that'll be a battle that they'll have to fight. Okay, so the Pope's lost that battle up there so hard, but we should win this one down here. I hope. Let's just get these armies together, send them down. And hopefully without too much in the way of losses, because I expect this 20,000 army up here to come at us as soon as we're done here. Yeah, see, they're moving down, and they'll get here on the 19th of August, so we should have this battle wrapped up by then. Not to mention an advantage for being on mountains. Oh, something hit us pretty hard right there. Yeah, there we go. So we'll also be taking attrition? That was probably what that hit was. But they've stopped moving, so we'll head on back to Mercia. Now they want to come down to Mercia. Right. That's the plan. They'll get there on the 23rd. I'll get there on the 19th. But it's plains, so it doesn't matter. It has no river crossings. Who's leading that army? Mayor Ahmad. He's probably a direct vassal of this guy. This guy. Only 10. Yeah, it's a bit of a decision to make, isn't it? How are we doing on war score, by the way? Okay, so we popped up a bit, but I can't believe that the Scottish got so much war score because they lost an entire army. That's ridiculous. What was the attrition rating here? 14.8. Let's go to Granada and see what the difference is. These guys are still going to come on down to Mercia. Alright. I'm fine with that. Yeah, see, we lost another stack of troops there, so if we stayed here, there's no way we'd be able to resist these guys. We definitely can't move up into Almansa. That's just not a viable option. But here, you know, if we're not dealing with goddamned revolutionaries, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, and also, I'm going to send the boats to dock here, so that they can just pick these guys up when these guys are done making their little, you know, peasant execution. But anyway, what we're doing here is just reinforcing our troops while we wait for this next 20,000 man army to come on down. Sounds good to me. We're probably going to have to wrap the episode up before that happens though. I'm kind of feeling a bit peckish and it's getting on the hour mark. Give it a few more minutes, it'll be fine. Oh, he wants to fabricate a claim. Well, you can stop that. Yeah, right. Punch on. Take Kasar. Then we'll look at taking the actual city itself. Nobody is ransomable. So yeah, we really want to keep an eye out over here because, well, the guy we're fighting against seems to have a lot of troops. And because of that, we're not assaulting. I want to gain troops back, not lose them. I know that his troops are somewhere in Mercia. And we've got sight on Valencia, Almansa, and Almeria, as well as the Western Med Sea itself. So we'll be able to see them when they move out. If he moves them out. You never know. There they are. And they're coming for us. We have a river crossing. No? Yes, we do. The second one there, Almera. Good. We have a river crossing. Good. He's coming at us as well, though. It's going to be tight. Don't get me wrong. We need our best commanders on this. So we have Emelric. We have Fibelt. And I'm going to bring in this guy. Let's have a quick check to make sure everybody still has dudes who matters. Yep, all good. So we're going to let this happen. They'll only outnumber us by a couple of thousand. Yes, of course. And ideally we'll get back a little bit more in terms of manpower as well. Oh, it's tense. Real tense. Yeah, apparently there was a battle there. I have no idea what that noise is. Oh, we have 70 boats from the Knights Hospitaller. Well, that's wonderful, but I don't need those boats. Those boats are actually kind of useless. So I'm going to send them on over here to be sort of scouts. Oh yeah, we won that battle convincingly. Everybody, get on board. You're going to help us win this Battle of England. Because I do want to get those vassals back down. Just saying. And let's just declare that peasant rebellion over. Done, done. Oh, I'm kind of worried about this battle, to be quite honest. Love it if my guys reinforce manpower now. They're not going to. Alright. Here it comes. Right, let's check it out. Okay, so they immediately have a river crossing penalty. 7 and we outnumber them. 6 and they outnumber us. 10 and we outnumber them. And the next day, okay, slight change. Evens, but only a 16 here now. They outnumber us, but we're better than them. And they outnumber us, but we're better than them. I think we'll carry this. Okay, the guy here died. But yeah, we're wrapping up this flank quite nicely. There we go, we've won it. We've definitely won that. There's nothing they can do. Good thing we had a secondary commander here. Did we, or is that the Scottish? I think the Scottish decided to join in, which would suck. Yeah, they totally did. God damn you, Scotland, this was my fight. I'm gonna sit here and keep besieging this place. You're trying to kill somebody, you can stop that. Rid of all of this. Stop it. Now, interestingly enough, that gave us enough to invest in military organization. Yeah, we can have another army. Fucking hell. That's exceptional. What are you guys up here doing? Are you guys landed yet? Come on. Chop chop. Yes, so we will get that other army. I mean, it's going to cost us a lot to put together, but you know what? It's going to be worth it. I need to beat the Scottish. Like, we really need to beat the Scottish, so let's try and get some occupations going on. If we don't beat the Scottish will get all of this. Like, they'll get the end result, not us. Okay, that looked like it was worth about 10,000 points, so if we keep on occupying places, that'll be good. What's this? Ah, good, the Abbasids have given up. That was down here, so let's deal with that and then we'll end the episode. Good. Lots of baronies in this place, that's fine by me. Because I send these guys over to deal with that rebellion. That's part of Mesopotamia. So we'll end up giving it to a Littlefinger, but in the meantime, we'll just check on barons. Egbert here is kind of a nice, fair-minded individual. So we'll give him Basra, and we'll give him Rama. Done and done. Yeah, let's deal with this rebellion. You know, and the whole trying to get more war score than Scotland. Castle infrastructure in Nidabayan increased. Oh, and this army is finally rocking up. Well, they can come on down to Mercia. It looks like improved keeps in Nidabayan as well. Well, that's nice, but we can't use it just yet because we started building that other thing. We're not going to catch these guys. They're headed to Al Najaf. That's alright. Just end that siege, and we'll call that the end of the episode. So, while I ransom this kid off, check my war score. God, that was worth almost nothing. We're gonna have to take out some more stuff. I'm gonna really hate it if Scotland wins this. Anyway, that's for next episode. So, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. I'll get to them as soon as possible. Still looking for their opinions on whether we blob or go with the Imperial Authority mechanic for Europa Universalis. I covered what that involved in episode 106, if you're unsure. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you would enjoy seeing more, well, please subscribe. In the meantime, though, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.